What's good, YouTube? Happy New Year. It's your boy Fate. And if you're watching this video, that means that my unnecessarily long title did its job and got you to come check out my list. So, to keep you from being bored any longer than you might already have been in the last 22 seconds you've been watching this, let's get started. Coming in at number 11, The Wild 8. Honestly, I came across this game by sheer randomness. I was scrolling through my phone one day, saw an article for it in PC Gamer about an alpha. I was like, why not? Went to the link, downloaded the demo, played it, and was instantly hooked. So much so that I even became a backer for the game. Now, I'd be wrong to say that The Wild 8 is not like your typical Survivor game. I mean, the concepts are familiar, but what makes it stand out is the unique story. You're a plane crash survivor and you're stuck out in the freezing cold with snow blowing down, and you're really pretty much lost, and you must, survive in this unforgiving, harsh lands of snow, wolves, hunger, freezing temperatures, etc. And though the demo is short and it was only single player, full release will have 8-player cooperative multiplayer, where you'll have to work together to survive and to figure out what the hell truly happened to the plane. Now, if you would like to play the demo, I'll leave a link to the website to download it in the description down below. Speaking of below, that's coming in at number 10. Now, I know many of you have heard about it. If not, it's a roguelike game being developed by Capy Games. They're the same people who made Sword and Sorcery and Super Time Force. Below was first shown off at E3 2013, had some great hype behind it, and then vanished into the deep dark depths below. Yes, the lame pun was intended. Any shame? Not at all. Though this year, I'm hoping that I'll be able to escape the dark world of delays and actually get a release date slated for 2017, so that way I can get my roguelike and mysterious world fix and be a happy man. Until then, stuck with the ones that I have right now. Number 9, State of Decay 2. First off, if you haven't played the original State of Decay, I would definitely tell you to give it a shot. I mean, if you like great gameplay, hard choices, lots of zombies, permadeath, then really look no further. I mean, State of Decay was great as it was brutal. I mean, if you made the wrong, right, cautious, calculated, hell, really any choice, it was brutal. There were some great RPG elements, and like I mentioned before, the unforgiving permadeath made me have to reset this game quite a few times because, nothing sucks more than losing your most invested character to a zombie horde. So, with all those positive remarks I just gave to its predecessor, I can pretty much bet State of Decay 2 will be even more awesome and even more brutal. Plus, with them adding in the much needed co-op, which I feel was sorely missing in the first iteration, this game possibly can't really do bad. Yet here's to hoping this game doesn't pull a Dead Island 2 on us and let the apocalypse of zombies destroy the human race. Crackdown's coming in at number 8. Now, Crackdown has been one of my favorite series on the Xbox since the beginning. The game is simple, concepts basic but awesome, but sadly there's not a lot out on Crackdown 2. There's not much to really be said. I mean, there's the tech demo where they hyped up cloud computing and full-on city destruction, but that's pretty much all we have. Being that there's a supposed Q4 release date, I'm probably assuming that this game is probably not going to come out until the Scorpio drops. I'm just also hoping there's no delay on this game once the Scorpio drops, and leading up to that, we get more information, gameplay, and all that other good stuff well before then. Flying in at number 7 would be Scalebound. This game has been on my radar since its debut at E3 2004. This also makes it the second game that Microsoft has teased years in advance and then was delayed. Most of you don't know this, but your boy Fate here is a huge fan of Dragons. Huge. I'm also a fan of Platinum games. I love both Bayonetta's as well as the underrated brawler Anarchy Reigns. So with that said, these two combining would definitely have to make something that's even more awesome than Captain Planet. You bet I was hyped when it was slated for 2016 and ultimately crushed when it was delayed to this year. So here's to hoping they don't push it back anymore so I can get my hands on this game and destroy my enemies with my dragon and then go online with my friends and do it all over again. Shifting in at number 6, Tokyo 42, which is a very unique game to say the least. Sporting the minimalist style with some really awesome color, the gameplay looks awesome and has me really hyped to see what I can do in this game. I mean, I am a big fan of stealth games, and the fact that you're playing as a robot that can take on the, I guess, skin or the image of, the citizens walking around you, I have to say that definitely is impressive. Plus, you can rotate the world in a sense, and it looks to be somewhat open world too. Plus, they have multiplayer, which they showed in the trailer, which has me hyped to see what crazy and intense moments will happen once this game is finally released and can be played. Honestly, I'd have to say this game is probably my most anticipated indie game of the year right now, even more so over Below. And that would also be because of the fact that they have cats. I mean, it's cats. You can't really go wrong there. Now we're breaking into my top 5 most anticipated games of 2015. Galloping in at number 5 is Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, there's nothing more awesome than a Western-style GTA, and Red Dead Redemption is without question a classic. So, of course, I have to say, when I found out that Red Dead Redemption 2 was coming out, I squealed with such overjoy at work that my students were like, "What is his problem?" Did I care? No. And the fact that Red Dead Redemption was one of the most requested backwards compatibility games for a while, you already know Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be an instant classic that you're going to sink your teeth into. Number 4 is Sniper Elite 4. This year, Fairborn has come to show love, and show love in abundance, to the Germans and the lovely country of Italy. Given more space and more ways to paint the town red. Pretty much sounds rather romantic to me if you think so. So, this Valentine's Day, forget all the mushy stuff, order some takeout, grab some snacks, sit back, relax, and let the connection of Fairborn's bullets pierce the hearts of the Germans as you would do the same for that special someone. And if you happen to be alone on that day, Fairborn's got your back. Just keep an eye on the prize. Number 3, be the game about ye pirates. Sea of Thieves honestly feels like a much needed game in what seems to be an underexplored area in my opinion. The last pirate games that I remember on console would be Pixel Piracy, which was not bad for an indie game, and Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which was decent, but could have been a bit better. Anyways, Sea of Thieves has me excited for several reasons aside from just being a pirate game. I mean, you get to take to the seas and explore the unknown, raid other ships, fight fellow pirates, search for treasure, play music with friends. Hell, there's even ghost pirates. I mean, come on. I definitely am ready to do any and everything in that game. Though with all that said, it definitely seems like it's going to be a game that you should have friends to play with. Though if you don't have many, I definitely can see lots of clubs popping up on Xbox for this game as the release date nears. Taking the number 2 spot is Ghost Recon Wildlands. I'm a Tom Clancy fan. I've played all the Tom Clancy games, I've read the books, and honestly, I am really excited for this iteration of Ghost Recon because it's been a long time since we've had a Ghost Recon game come out. I mean, Future Soldier wasn't too bad, and the version that they had on Steam, which was like an arena shooter, really didn't fill the void, so I'm hoping Wildlands will do its job. My excitement is on 1,000 for this game, especially being that it's the first time we're given a game that's going the extra mile in such the way Wildlands is planning to do so. From the location of Bolivia being new and refreshing, the game's map size is just huge, the large amount of weapons, the way that you can approach mission objectives, weather, time of day, locational access, all of that just looks to be amazing. I really just hope this game doesn't flop or suffer the same issues that The Division faced, which was the most ambitious game before Wildlands was released. Before Wildlands is released. And they're still facing some issues even at the time of writing. So I respect Ubisoft for being ambitious with their games as of late. I just hope they're able to handle what they're getting themselves into and deliver a game that will win the skeptics over. Now, coming in at the number 1 spot, of course, many of people should have seen this one. I'm really surprised that it's not number 1 on a lot of other people's lists. But it would have to be Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, I just had to figure out how to end this video on the highest note possible, but even then, per se, putting it at number 1 doesn't seem like the highest note possible. I mean, the excitement I have for March 21st, 2017 right now is unbelievable. I mean, I am not going to work for those 2 days that it comes out, and I will be playing this game nonstop. I mean, the original trilogy was a thing of beauty, though the ending to 3 was a rather big disaster, pissed off a lot of people, and the multiplayer was weird. It wasn't bad, it was just weird. But if the story, which is what BioWare are master craftsmen at, it is on the level of really amazing, I will have no issues with this game and probably might even give it my recommendation for Game of the Year. So with all that said, I will be wrapping up this video here. So if you made it to the end of this video, I have to sincerely thank you. It's my first video of the year. It's a bit long formed, but I mean, hey, I had to do it, needed to get it out there, had to say what I needed to say. Hopefully you were entertained. So before I go, definitely please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And also, don't forget to leave a comment down below letting me know what your most anticipated games for the Xbox or PS4 or PC, and maybe the Switch, even though I don't think there's many games out for the Switch yet. But anyways, let me know what your most anticipated games of 2017 are, and did any of my 11 games happen to make it onto your list? So, with that said, this is your boy Fate. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.